Hey, what's up, my YouTube fam? I'm back. Hey, this is Larry with Advanced Loan Credit Services. Here we educate, restore, and build your credit. Here we're all about showing you how your credit is linked to your financial health. And if you're financially healthy, you can better invest in yourself and grow your financial wealth and become financially independent, right? The range becomes broad and gives you so many opportunities in so many different areas where you can grow your wealth because everything is linked to your credit. So anyway, we have an exciting class today, but first of all, I want to say thank you for all my new subscribers coming to the channel. I appreciate you entrusting in me to give you some good information. And that is my job, to make sure I bring you solid, good information. And that's what I strive for every day, is to bring you that information. So again, thank you for coming to the channel. Thank you for people to leave comments on the channel. Hey, I like to get back with you, ask you any questions. But this channel is geared on trying to help you improve your credit score. I promise you it will change your life. It changed my life in just 24 months. 24 months. And there's a video that me and my wife did to show how in 24 months we changed from renting to buying to having a house built to opening a business. 24 months, and we're still growing, and we're still have so much more that we're getting ready to dive into to create and put us where we're financially independent. I'm also going to start putting, every 2 weeks, I'm going to start posting my portfolio up on my investments. I started investing 90 days ago, and you're definitely going to be very impressed on the companies and where my portfolio has just been in 90 days. And I want to kind of show you that because, hey, it's all about showing you. It's all about lead by example. I'm a 20-year military vet. I did 20 years in the military, and everything was always lead by example, right? So I'm going to show you my portfolio every 2 weeks and where it's at, how my portfolio is growing every 2 weeks, because I want to lead you by example to show you that, hey, you can grow financially and be financially independent. It is not hard. It just takes time, dedication, and knowledge. And that's what I'm all about. I'm big on reading and research to try to get you the information. So on top of that, please subscribe to the channel. Please hit the thumb. Let's grow this channel. Let's get this good information out to the masses, to more people that need this information. So today we're going to talk about charge-off accounts. How do we get charge-off accounts off? So first question, what is a charge-off? It is a contract between you and a creditor. And that creditor has wrote that contract off as a charge-off. What is a charge-off? A charge-off means they are no longer trying to attempt to collect any money on this account, and they're going to write it off on their taxes as a profit and loss. That's what they're going to do. What they do with it next could vary. It could be they could sell that to a collection company, or they'll just continue to hold on to the rights to that debt and keep letting it ride out on your credit report until it falls off after 7 years, right? Or they could go after you and sue you for the debt. So we're going to talk about these different areas and what you could possibly do, right? Every creditor is different. So I can't tell you it's going to work on every single creditor. I can tell you this is a strategy that you can use, and it could most likely you have a very good chance of it working. I know from experience. I'm telling you this from experience. I had a Capital One auto loan with a Dodge RT Charger. I love cars. I love fast cars. When I lived in Houston, Texas, Houston, man, they're all about cars and fast and racing there. Going to the racetrack, I put a bunch of money into my Dodge Charger on my way to Sealy, to actually the Hennessy track out in Sealy, Texas, to go race. I was with a bunch of friends. We're on the I-10, just tearing it up. Next thing you know, my car said poof, through a rod, blew two holes in the block. It was a 2008 Dodge Charger. And So, didn't pay for the car. And at that time, credit wasn't good. Credit was bad. That's why this journey is so important to me. Credit was bad. So car note was like $600 a month. Because my credit wasn't all that great again. So didn't pay for the car. But Capital One never sued me. They never came after me. So as the car got older, after the 4 years, it got 4 years old. Then I called them to try to get a settlement. The first thing they told me is we can no longer sue you for this account. And I told them, hey, I would like to settle this debt and get a 1099-C. I owed $19,000 on that car. They settled for $2,750 and they wrote me a 1099-C, and that car came off of my credit report. So I'm telling you from what I know, I'm telling you from my experience, and I'm giving you all the things that have to happen to get it off, right? So I'm not just telling you just to be telling you, I'm giving you from experience and knowledge. So I'm telling you from both ends of the street. So contract law, statutory limitations, every state has it. You need to go to your state and figure out what the statutory limitations are for reporting it in your state. That's the main thing you need to do. State of California, where I'm at now, is 4 years. So that's the first thing you want to do. The second thing you want to do is you want to look at that charge-off account and see if it's accruing interest every month. It should not be accruing interest on that charge-off account. Remember, they charged that card account off. They filed it on their taxes as a profit and loss. So they cannot make a profit on that account. They already claimed it was a profit and loss. So they can't do that. So when you look at your credit report and you're seeing that they are continually having interest applied to that account, that is wrong. They can't do it. Right? So that's another way for a leverage tool that you have, right? The things that you want to do. What do you want to do to get that charge off account off? So let's get down to the meat. You have a charge off account on your credit report. I'm going to say we're going to talk about the ones that are outside the statutory limitations for reporting in your state. So what you should do is you contact the creditor. You write the creditor a letter asking them, can they issue you a 1099-C for the cancellation of that debt? First step you want to do. You write them a nice little letter. And this time, man, just, you can put on there due to COVID, and throw some stuff in there and your reasoning, and I can't be sued by you. So would you be willing to issue a 1099-C for the cancellation of debt? Right? Now, understand that cancellation of debt, that 1099-C has to be applied to your taxes. So if they write off $20,000 on the 1099-C, you're going to have to add $20,000 to your income. That could throw you in a different tax bracket, or it may not. But you need to understand it has to be applied to your taxes. So I know sometimes I hear people talking about it and they never tell you what you have to do with that 1099-C. They just tell you. Remember, it is a 1099-C, not a 1099. A 1099 is a reference to income. So you want to get a 1099-C. So that's the first step. You just want to write them a letter requesting a 1099-C for the cancellation of debt, right? Okay. Now we're still talking about the ones that are outside the statutory limitations. So another strategy, say you sent it and they denied it and say, no, we're not going to send you a 1099-C for the cancellation of that debt. Now, everybody's all about money. So now you're going to have to probably dig in your pocket. What I tell my clients is let's start with 20% of the debt. So say you owe $10,000. I say, hey, let's try $2,000 and resubmit and request a 1099-C for a settlement for the $2,000. And then on top of that, I do it a little stronger. What I do is I write a letter called a restrictive endorsement letter. I talk about these letters all the time. And I write on that restrictive endorsement letter, I'm writing the terms and conditions for cashing the check that I'm getting ready to submit to you for payment. So I'm writing on that check that, hey, I would like this general, because I don't have the letter all in front of me, but the letter it's a whole page long, and it would say, hey, my name John Doe is submitting a check for the council to receive a 1099 for the cancellation of this debt. By submitting this check for deposit only, I am requesting that you issue me a 1099-C to settle the debt, right? And then in there, you also add, by endorsing the check, you agree to the terms and conditions for you settling the debt and issuing a 1099-C. If you need help with the letter, I'm more than happy to help you. I do have a credit repair package with that letter in there that you could alter, because everything is not the same, but it gives the basics of what you should put in it. But if you need help, I'm more than happy to help you. But the key is, now the check is the key. So what you do, you're going to write on the back of your check, you're going to say, by endorsing this check for deposit only. Those are the two key words you have to have on the check. Don't slip and forget about it, because they're going to cash your check and you're going to still owe them, and they're not going to do it. So you say, by endorsing this check for deposit only. That means when you say for deposit only, that means they can't use it as an ACH and just take your information and then electronically submit it. They have to deposit the check. Now, why is that by endorsing? Because now they endorse that check, and then you put for deposit only. The reason you want deposit only, because now you can go get a copy of that check front and back to show that they agreed to your terms and conditions for cashing the check. A lot of people don't know about this strategy. If you find somebody else on YouTube that's doing it, go ahead and share it with me, because I know a lot of people don't know this strategy. It works all the time. I do it with collection agencies. I did it with a client with a collection account that they had everything they needed to actually sue her if they wanted to, but we settled it for a lot less than what she would have had to, right? So believe me, it works. And in that letter, you're also going to say, if you do not agree to the terms and conditions of cashing this check for endorsing and depositing this check for deposit only, please return the check to the above address, which is your address, wherever you're sending it from, or wherever you have the address above, below, wherever you had it. Now, you got them. Now, if they agree, they're going to have to send you a 1099-C. Maybe they have somebody not paying attention or not reading what you wrote and cash the check. Believe me, you'll be able to have proof that they agreed to the terms and conditions, because you're going to go to your bank and you're going to get a copy of the front and back of the check. And then you're going to be able to submit another letter to them saying they agreed to the terms and conditions. You created a contract with them and they agreed to it. So they're going to have to submit that 1099-C to you. Now, especially if there are current interest on there, you also would add that in that you've been applying interest to my card, and I have proof on my credit report that you've been applying interest every single month. That is illegal. You can't do that. You charged off this account. That gives you a little bit more leverage for them to submit that 1099-C to you, right? You also can file a complaint with the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. I wouldn't do that the first time you got the letter. I would do that if the first letter I sent in, as we talked, maybe they did. In the second letter, I submitted a payment and they agreed. Then I would do it. Then I would put a little bit more pressure on them. So those are strategies. Also, file a complaint with the Better Business Bureau. That's the things that you have to do. You have to be proactive and use the laws and regulations that are in favor of you to make sure these people do what they're supposed to be doing. So those are ways that you can get that off your credit report outside the statutory limitations for reporting. Now, if you're within the statutory limitations for reporting, then I wouldn't do I would first send them a settlement to try to settle the debt. The same thing, the same way, with a restrictive endorsement letter, and try to get a 1099-C. I would send them a check same way, see if they do it. If they don't accept it, some banks won't accept it, right? So they may not accept it, but that doesn't mean that they may accept it, but say we can't, you can't put, you can't put in there to remove it off your credit report, because once you get the 1099-C, it's going to be removed. So you can't put that in there. If you add that in there, they're probably going to send it back, because you have to remember, creditors sign an agreement with the creditor saying that they will report accurate information. So you have to be careful the wording that you use when you're submitting these letters, right? There's some that may work. Banks are a little bit stricter. I could put that in with a collection company and it doesn't make a difference. They're going to cash it and they're going to remove it. Banks are a little bit different. They want to be exact with reporting, so you have to be careful on the wording that you use. So with them, you're not going to say to remove it. You're just going to request the 1099-C, and it will be removed once you receive that 1099, because they also have canceled that debt and it's reached its statutory limitations for reporting. So hopefully I wasn't talking too fast. Hopefully you got it. Hey, but if you have any questions, hey, leave a comment. Hey, I'm telling you, these are strategies that work, that I work with my clients all the time. So you have any issues or you have a question, please shoot me a comment. You can also email me at lcoleman, COLEMAN at advancedloancreditservices.com. I promise you I get back to you. I like that interaction. I like to answer people's questions as much as I can. So please, if you have any questions, send me an email, leave a comment. I try to hit every comment that I can. If I miss you, it's not on purpose. But I try to go back and try to hit everything that I can. But again, please subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe, hit the thumbs for notifications. Please, the strategy works. Take the time, check it out. But again, 1099-C letter, endorsement letter, restrictive endorsement letter, check. You can put all those together. I can show you how to do it. If you need help with a letter, hit me up. I do have a do-it-yourself credit repair package. It's in the description. Has all that stuff, dispute letters, affidavits for collection companies, restrictive endorsement letters, resource credit guide to help you understand all the laws of credit, Metro 2 reporting, and what are the standard regulations for reporting. A lot of people don't talk about that, but you need to understand that to understand what are the errors that they're reporting on your credit report. Fair credit reporting guide, all that stuff is free. It's just information. But a lot of letters, a lot of things that show you. I'm always updating. As a matter of fact, I'm about to update some new updates on there. Once you buy that package, any updates, you automatically get the updates for lifetime. I do have a Facebook group that when you buy the package, it gives you the information to join the group, and it gives you a platform to talk to me if you have any credit issues, anything. Once you buy the package that you need answers on, you need me to help you with, whatever you need, I'm dedicated on that group to help you reach your credit goals and to improve your credit score. That is my way to build out a platform. It is my way to give back to you for buying that package and helping you through the journey, not just to send you a package and you never hear from me and never talk to me. Hey, I'm here all the way to the end. That is what I'm here for, and that's my passion, and I want to help you. So, hey, just keep hanging out with me. Hit the thumbs for notifications. Share this channel too. You know somebody that needs credit help, share the channel. What's coming on this channel is free. It's free information how you use it, but you can definitely reach out to me and ask more questions. Remember, I've had some people call me. Remember, I'm in California. Y'all East Coast people, man, y'all be calling me asking questions, man. It be 5:30 in the morning out here in California. You know what I mean? So even though I'm an early bird because I'm, a 20-year military Army vet, so I'm always up early, but a lot of times I'm up just researching, reading, and digging into my investments on where my next step is for investments. So I'm always on the go about that. So, but hey, again, reach out to me. I appreciate your time. Thank you for spending some time with me, listening to me talk, and I appreciate you. Please subscribe, and I will, man, hit me at the end. I will be talking to you later with a new class coming up really soon. All right. Thank you very much. You have a great day. Have a blessed day. And this is Larry with Advanced Loan Credit Services, and we out.